This is the Grumpy Old Vet. Welcome to class number 27 in this series. The following are the talking points for lecture number 5 by Dr. Robert Brown. After reviewing the talking points, go to the description box below this video and click on the link. That will take you to the video for this lecture. The video is 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 32 seconds long. Welcome to the Exposing the Enemies of Freedom class, a lecture produced by the John Birch Society with Dr. Robert Brown, brought to you by the Hillsdale Justice Project at Liberty Hall. Talking point number 1. This lecture emphasized the difference between conspiracy fact and speculative conspiracy theory. Question: what is the danger of spreading speculative conspiracy theories? The danger is the loss of credibility. In order to influence others to understand and embrace liberty, you must carefully protect your credibility. Everything you share with others must be solidly researched and well documented. The materials for sale at www.shopjbs.org or published in the New American Magazine are held to this standard. Talking point number 2. Question: in what ways do we see the goals of Marxism being implemented today? Goals of Marxism include abolition of private property, all property owned and/or controlled by government. Examples of this are innumerable. Excessive regulations, zoning laws, and environmental controls are frequently used to diminish control of private property. Agenda 21 is primarily focused on this aspect of control. Excessive taxation, especially inheritance taxes and the hidden tax of inflation, covered in Lecture 3, are ways of taking private property from citizens. A heavy progressive or graduated income tax, the national income tax, ushered in by the 16th Amendment, and the unaccountable bureaucracy of the IRS fulfills this plank. Centralized national bank with an exclusive monopoly. Federal Reserve Act of 1913, abolish home education, replace with mandatory government schools. Everyone is familiar with the public government school system and the mandatory attendance laws enforced by the states. The ability to homeschool has not been completely eliminated, but there is constant pressure to increase regulations, to require homeschools to teach the accepted curriculum, and to subject their activities to government oversight. Some openly advocate for the complete outlawing of homeschooling. Recently, European countries, such as Germany, have received attention for taking children into government custody from homeschooling families. Abolish marriage and family structure. Hollywood and other media continually seek to normalize immoral lifestyles and promote easy, no-fault divorce laws. Government schools' curricula promote alternative lifestyles as normal and equal to any other. Eliminate countries. Efforts to establish European Union-type regional governments, such as the North American Union, South American Union, African Union, etc. Efforts to continually strengthen the power and roles of the United Nations, such as UN peacekeeping troops, whose strength is only second to the U.S. military. International Criminal Court, under which the UN is empowered as an international prosecutor, judge, and jury, all rolled into one. International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. Eliminate religion. The banning of teaching religious principles in public schools has led to the schools teaching atheism instead. Again, Hollywood and other media have done much to turn public opinion away from religion. Promote democracy around the world. Generally, but not exclusively, spreading democracy is promoted by neoconservative Republicans. This is merely a veiled effort to spread their version of socialism. This is often accompanied by a foreign policy that supports taking U.S. tax dollars and giving them to foreign governments, unconstitutional foreign aid, which is the primary neoconservative version of wealth redistribution. Establish World Government Review, the following quote from the U.S. State Department document: a world effectively controlled by the United Nations. A world effectively controlled by the United Nations is one in which world government would come about through the establishment of supranational institutions, characterized by mandatory universal membership and some ability to employ physical force. Effective control would thus entail a preponderance of political power in the hands of a supranational organization rather than in individual units, and would assume the effective operation of a general disarmament agreement. Go to the description box below and click on the link to go to the John Birch Society page. The Constitution is the Solution video series with Dr. Robert Brown for lecture number 5, Exposing the Enemies of Freedom. Now, with these talking points in mind, go to the link in the description box below. If you are not a member of the John Birch Society, I highly recommend this organization. If there is not a chapter in your area, I would suggest starting one with your friends. Thank you.